and break some rules because we pre-launch it on a Thursday night for Friday's Today's Special Value. And we're going to keep the party going here. It's the most powerful computer of the entire year. We have it for, in fact, since launch, 10,600 of you have picked it up. Alex Abrahantes, 10,600. Good to see you, buddy. Good to have you back.
Great to see you. Great to be here.
So what is this? Let me just set this up. Would you mind if I said it?
Please.
Guess what? What happens in 2025? 2025, the support for Windows 10, the operating system, bye-bye. Internationally, it's the most powerful, most popular operating system on Earth, right? 900 million people
900 million.
are going to upgrade to Windows 11. We have fewer than 900 million to go around. So what do? Our buyers, it was Lindsay and Byrne and all these people who said, let's build this single most powerful computer we've ever offered. We did it. So you got to make a choice here because we're starting to get limited. If you saw it earlier and want to pick it up now, it's 15 or 17 from the #1 brand. 15-inch or 17-inch. I've got a couple comparisons here. You can do it with or without MS365, formerly known as Office, right? That's Word, PowerPoint, Excel, OneNote. And then you choose your color. So 15, 17, with or without MS365. Either way, it is less money than just the computer alone, and we've got so many extras. I've got some colors for you as well. This is fun. It's called Sun-Kissed Plum. It's only made for QVC. That's not a sticker. It's built in. It's baked into the actual interior of the computer. Wonderful numeric keyboard, all there with an amazing processor, loads of memory, most memory ever, ever, ever. Up top, I've got a silver. This is called a diamond white. Silver on the interior, diamond white. Next to that is the moonlit blue. That beautiful, beautiful moonlit blue has been popular since we launched it as well. That's going to be silver on the interior, 15 or 17. However, this is something you've been loving. 15 or 17 comes with a wireless mouse. It's called the Aquamarine Sky. This is fantastic. Now, if you want the 15-inch with MS365 and the Aquamarine Sky, we started with 1,000, 250 remaining. But guess what? It gets better because of the extras. Now, I'm going to show you one little graphic that shows the price of the 15-inch by itself. I'm going to show that in a second. The 15-inch by itself, we've got a value graphic on that one because you're getting so much more. You're getting 3 years of Find My HP. 3 years. 3 years of HP Smart Friend. Here comes that 15-inch. It's $829.99. That's without any of the extra software and support. So it's less money than just the computer alone at retail. Huge story here. We don't often show that graphic. And here comes that 17-inch story if you're taking advantage of this. Here comes a 17 in E28974. That's $1,029.99. That's a lot. It's a lot, right?
Yeah.
That's a lot that you would pay just for the computer alone, but drops and spills, accidental damage protection, you're covered. Smart Friend, you're covered. Find Your Computer, you're covered. You get so much more by picking this up. That is the value story. But I just want to reiterate the why here. The why is this operating system story. You're a resident expert. Tell me, take a deeper dive in that, Alex.
Sure thing. So you mentioned it, Rick. 900 million people are going to be affected by the fact that Windows 10 is losing support in 2025. What does that mean? If you have Windows 10, Microsoft is no longer going to be pushing out updates. They're no longer keeping you safe or secure. The programs that you have may not be able to function as they would. And essentially, your computer might start to degrade because of this. So now is the time to update to Windows 11. Windows 11 is constantly being updated. They're free updates, and it's always making sure that you're safe and secure. And with Microsoft Windows 11, you're getting all sorts of great features as well.
Okay, here comes the feature, kind of the product feature call out of this. It's rocking, man. You're loving it. Your choice of 15 or 17, and that's just the beginning.
And you've got this amazingly powerful Ryzen 5 processor. We're going to tell you all about that. It is phenomenal. Windows 11, as we mentioned, is built in with all those latest and greatest updates, including Copilot, your AI assistant that's going to revolutionize your life. It is so much fun to use. Touchscreen is such an enjoyable experience on this beautiful 15 or 17-inch display. You get a backlit keyboard for working in dark environments. The most amount of RAM, this is such a big deal that we have ever offered, and most amount of solid-state storage. You get 3 years of Find My HP 3 years of Smart Friend, and a year of accidental damage protection, which is just so incredible to have. You get an HP wireless mouse as well. A fingerprint reader is built in, and you just let us know whether you want it with or without Microsoft 365.
Love it. Okay, great. So there's the setup. There's the wow, 15 or 17. We're getting literally like fewer than 200 of some of these choices in the 15 without Office, some 15 with Office. Most of you, however, are getting the 17-inch, the desktop replacement, and you are getting still a lightweight computer with a ton of battery life. Have any questions? 1-800-395-1601. I've got some rapid-fire questions in a second. But first, let's dive in to, you just clarified that Windows 11 story. Now let's get into the specs, because the specs are mind-blowing.
Oh, absolutely.
Number one most popular processor for AMD, with people who are buying a new computer with an AMD processor. What is it called? It's called the Ryzen 5. What are we getting in this computer, Alex?
So the Ryzen 5 processor is actually AMD's most sought out processor, the most popular processor because of its power, its performance, its power consumption. This processor, which I like to say is the brain or the engine inside of your computer, gives you the ability to do more. So whether that's streaming, whether that's ultra fast connecting now, because now you can connect faster, whether it's editing photos or videos, maybe you want to get into that. Maybe you want to play some games. You're able to play games. You're able to stream better.
It's a gaming processor. If it's good enough for gaming, if it's good enough for being in airplanes or high-end gaming systems, it's good enough for my computer if I'm streaming or watching a movie on my computer. Guess what? The Ryzen processor is built in, no extra charge, just getting started, because that is combined with something else. It is called memory. It's called random access memory, also known as RAM. When we first started selling computers and offering computers to you, so many years ago, I remember when he said, it's got almost a gigabyte of RAM. We had to explain what a gigabyte is. Well, this is beyond a gig or 2 or 4 or even 12. This is 16 gigs of memory. We've never ever done it before at this price. Most we've ever offered.
Right, and this is what RAM allows you to do. It's random access memory. It's a short-term memory inside of your computer. It allows you to do more than one thing at the same time. And look at all the programs that I have running, which means that you can run program after program after program without freezing the computer. I could jump through all of these apps with the greatest of ease.
Wow.
There's no blue screen of death. There's no little pinwheel going back and forth. This is a type of power and performance that you're going to be able to get when you get the today's special value computer.
By the way, 17-inch, with or without MS365, aquamarine sky. Guess what? 120 remaining without MS365.
Oh boy.
So if you want to get MS365 later or Office later, pick it up at this price. It's less money just to get the computer alone, right? Just less money alone without all the extras that are added on. We have that sun-kissed plum. If you're looking for something that's a little sleeker, I don't want a pattern, don't worry, we got you covered. There it is in the silver. We're calling that moonlight blue, and the silver interior also in the diamond white, 1517, with or without MS365. All right, storage space. Back in the old computers, back in the day, they were called a hard drive. It was a moving part.
That's right.
And it got hot.
Yep.
And if it crashed, so did all of your photos on your computer. Times have changed. It's not called a solid state drive. But when they first came out, there was a catch. You couldn't put much on a little bitty solid state drive.
Right.
It's a terabyte now.
It's a massive terabyte. And the solid state drive, I mean, there's still computers out there that have hard drives, but you want to stay away from those because the solid state drive makes everything that you do significantly quicker. It's quieter. The computer is whisper quiet. And let's take a look at just how much you can fit in here. 800,000 photos. Look at that. 376,000 songs, or 480 full HD quality movies.
And by the way, one of the things we showed with movies earlier, we did this when we kicked it off. We showed this computer running 4K video.
Right.
Against a Windows 10 computer from 2019. It couldn't run it.
Exactly.
It was side by side. We could not run the 4K video on this.
Yeah.
And this, no problem whatsoever.
And it's very important to mention, our smartphones are now shooting 4K. 4K is becoming the new high def. Remember
wild.
when 1080p was the big thing and everyone had to switch and it was slowly but surely, but now we're in a 4K world. This is why you need a processor that can handle that.
So why upgrade? Here's why upgrade. From processor to operating system, there's a lot of reasons. Windows support, Windows 10 support ends in 2025, right? You're getting the latest, the greatest, the processor, the SSD drive, if you will, the storage, 16 gigs of memory, and don't worry, we're gonna get to your AI assistant called Copilot. Before we get to that, I wanna talk about all the extra software and support, because I mentioned that the computer by itself is less money without all the extras and support. Let's dive into what that means. It is called Smart Friend. You're getting it not for 6 months or 30 days, no monthly charge. You're getting it for 3 full years. And we've offered this together before, but you've never been more excited about what Smart Friend is doing above and beyond now.
Yeah, it's become so robust, so helpful. So not only can they do the things that you would expect with your computer, like helping you set up, help you transfer your files.
By the way, look at that $449, Alex, right on your screen.
Yeah.
If you were to hire a geek and get geek help for 3 years, that's about what it would cost you.
Right.
You're getting it for free. It's a $450 add-on value. What kind of questions can I ask?
So let's see. How about setting up a wireless printer? How about maybe you're concerned that your computer's not running the way that it should? They can diagnose that.
Getting files from your old computer to your new computer, your photos, files. I got my old HP, my 2019. I want to get it to my brand new one. Can they help you with that? The answer is yes.
The answer is yes. How about settings? How about there's certain things that you like that you have set up on your computer? Maybe there's a wallpaper that you like. Maybe there's a battery configuration that you like. It doesn't matter. SmartFriend is there for you. And Rick, they can even help you set up Alexa devices, help you with your smartphones, help you with your printers. It's insane the amount of things that they can do.
I've got a son, just got his car stolen a while back. So,
boy.
you know, things happen. People lose things. Things get stolen. Where is your computer? Where is my kid's computer? It's at school. Somebody took it. There's a LoJack system. There's a Find My HP. In the Find My HP, you have that for 3 full years, right?
Yeah.
Guess what? They take the computer. You're going to be good to go for 3 full years. So this is another value add. No extra charge for it. What about the third? For 1 full year, are you clumsy? So am I. Spilled coffee, drop it. Something runs over it, the dog knocks it over. Accidental damage protection is built into this computer for 365 days.
Yeah, and Rick, I love this because this isn't something that you have to take your computer somewhere, wait in line for hours, then wait months to see whether it's going to be approved. No, just let us know what's going on. I broke my computer screen, I spilled something on it, I cracked the hinge. We're going to expedite a brand new computer to you. We'll even ship you a box to mail us the broken one back. It is that simple. You get 1 claim within the year. So think about everything that you're getting. It's absolutely amazing.
So from the choices, you're getting all of that. The choice you have to make is the size of the computer, 15 or 17. And then with or without MS365. So we'll run some video of what we mean by Office, just a refresher course. But that is built into the easy payment plan as well. And that is, for the price of you're getting here, I'm telling you, the computer alone costs more. It's like getting Office for free. So what do we mean by Office? You're getting that in the latest, greatest version of MS365.
So what I love about this, Rick, is that it gives you the programs that I always say you want and need to be productive, to be creative, to have fun. If you have someone in education, like going to school, or you run a small business of any type, you need these programs. It's a no-brainer. So it starts out with Microsoft Word, which is the gold standard for creating documents. But with Microsoft 365, you have access to thousands of pre-made templates where you can create resumes, greeting cards, mailing labels, envelopes. How about creating with Excel some type of form where you can keep track of the gifts that you purchase and keep track of your expenses that way? With PowerPoint, you can create presentations. You can create all sorts of social media content. That's all the rage nowadays. We're all doing that. Skype, you get 60 minutes each and every month where you can call landlines and cell phones. You even get a video editing program called ClipChamp, which you're going to love because this computer is so powerful. Of course, you can video edit, and you get the terabyte of storage in the cloud.
Aquamarine Sky, go for it right now. While it's here, this is the Aquamarine Sky on the interior. We'll take a tour in a second. 15 or 17. Why should I get a 15? Why should I get a 17? Alex?
Great question. So I like to say, Rick, 17 is the perfect desktop replacement. So if this is going to be the computer that's in the home, just get the 17. It's like having a massive TV screen
Right.
at your disposal. If you're going to take this with you on the go, maybe you're giving this to a student, get the 15. It's a little bit lighter, it's a pound less, so the 17-inch weighs about 4 pounds, the 15-inch weighs about 3 pounds, and you get amazing battery life with both, so you can't go wrong either way. I just say it's all about portability, really.
Free shipping and handling. You have, by the way, until the end of January to send this back. Let me repeat that. If you can find a better value in a computer, in any computer, this is not this book or that book, it's a true HP Ryzen processor, 16 gigs of memory computer. Find a better deal, you can send it back to the end of January, which is a huge, huge story. All right, before we get to Copilot, that's going to be next on our list. Got to ask you guys a question.